Hey, rewind that.
Retro Rewinder, Retro Game Finder with driving and pickups like a Metro bus liner with tips and trades and all kind of things and a beard straight out of the Lord of the Rings. With morals and collecting, he's a guy you can trust. What's the moral of this intro?
He's got a camera in his nuts.
Because I love video games, that's why.
Hello, the wonderful people of YouTube. Retro Rewinder here, coming at you with episode 2 of Bundling with Bargains. And I have a fantastic bundle here. So let's just jump right into this. It has a pretty interesting story. So I was searching on Craigslist, and I found a listing that is very local. It's only about 10 minutes away. They had listed a GameCube bundle with Zelda Twilight Princess. It is complete. A memory card that can be used on the Wii. A silver GameCube with a Transformers stick-on thing on the top. I'll pull that off eventually. It is missing one of the port covers on the bottom. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. It also had a silver controller with it and all the cords. It also had listed a Polar White DS Lite, and with that DS Lite it came bundled with Pokemon Emerald. And in the same bundle they also had an NES with some games, but when I contacted the guy he said he had already sold the NES, so he had what was left. He wanted $50 for what was left. I did some negotiating with him. Of course, you have to ask if there's anything else that he's willing to part with, video game related. He sweetened the bundle, added a DSi XL to that. It is the blue and black version of the DSi XL. It came bundled with Pokemon Diamond. So he added that on there, and then he also added Zelda Ocarina of Time. The reason he added just this is because when I was asking about any other retro games that he said that he had a bunch of Nintendo 64 stuff, but he didn't think he was ready to part with it. So I asked him, is there any games that you don't play, anything that you know that you wouldn't want from that system? He stated that he had 2 of these, so he would let one go. He asked what the going rate was or if I knew. I was honest with him. I told him it was around 20 bucks value for this game. He said he would sell it for 10. So on my way, or once the deal was finalized of what I was going to pay, we had the GameCube, the 2 DS systems, the DSi XL, the DS, Ocarina of Time, and the 2 games that went with the systems, or the 3 games that went with the systems. For all that, we came up with the deal of $55, which I thought was a pretty good deal. In the past, Twilight Princess has been worth about $50. It's on the downside right now. It's like $35 to $40, but I thought it was a pretty good deal. So when I showed up, he took out Mario Kart 64 and the other copy of Ocarina of Time and set it aside, and he held up this box of games, and he said this is all stuff that he wasn't particularly attached to and he would let go. He also pulled out the system, the Nintendo 64 system. He said that he had a brother who had a system, so if he ever wanted to play Mario Kart or Ocarina, he would just borrow his brother's. Inside the system, it did have the expansion pack, which that's always a good extra. So I started looking through the games. There was a lot of good stuff. He also had 3 controllers, 2 green ones, and the atomic purple. The controllers are in great shape, except the joysticks. They're just a little loose. But the buttons, they're very clean. He kept everything very nice. I actually made a comment about how nice he had his controllers, and he said that he used to be a professional gamer back, I think, when he said the original Halo came out. So anyway, he pulled out all these games, and told me that he was willing to part with it. I asked him how much he would want for everything. He said he had no idea what it was worth. Keep in mind, he was going to charge me $10 for just Zelda. I only showed up with $45 extra because I figured he might have a few extra things, but I didn't think I'd get much from him, so I thought $45 was a safe number to take. So I told him, hey man, I only brought 45 extra bucks, but I'm really interested in the Nintendo 64 things. If you would sell it for 45, I'd take it all for 45. That equaled $100. I actually had another buck in my wallet. So I gave him $101 for everything that you're going to see. So $101 is the total. If you haven't seen this series, basically what I do is I buy a bundle. There's normally a few things out of the bundle that I want to keep for my collection. I sell off the rest and then use those funds to purchase future bundles or just individual games or whatever the case. But I use that money and I put it back into the collection. So let's go through everything pretty quickly here that I got. So as I stated, and I've already showed you, it'll be super quick. We got the GameCube with Zelda, Twilight Princess, the one controller, the memory card. We got the Polar White DS Lite, which is in really good shape, which came bundled with Pokemon Emerald. We got the copy of Ocarina on the 64, a blue DSi XL, great shape as well, I was happy about that one, and Pokemon Diamond came with that. Now into the very best part, the games. Actually, we'll just show this real quick. I've already showed it, the Nintendo 64, the 3 controllers. Now the games. There were 2 games out of this whole bundle that I did not have and I do plan on keeping. So the whole bundle was purchased for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and International Superstar Soccer 98. So out of everything that he had, these were the only 2 games that I did not have. So those will be going into my collection. Okay, and I've already actually sold some of this stuff because I listed it last night because I knew I'd be making the video this morning. So we got Jet Force Gemini, NASCAR 99. Some of these on the top aren't the greatest. Bassmasters 2000, Star Fox 64, Spider-Man, NFL Blitz, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater the original. Then into some better games down here. There might be a few left that are not the greatest. We got Banjo-Kazooie, Pokemon Snap, which after this Pokemon game, Pokemon Go came out, it must have skyrocketed these. Pokemon Stadium, because I remember Pokemon Snap used to be like a $5 game and Pokemon Stadium was like $5 to $10. They're both above the 25 mark on eBay, which I thought was crazy. We have a second copy of Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, Super Mario 64, Yoshi's Story, Mario Tennis, Paper Mario, that was a good one to see in there, another copy of Yoshi's Story, another copy of Mario Tennis, NFL Quarterback Club 98, which I swear is one of the most common games on that system. I see it all the time. All-Star Baseball 2000, and a copy of 007 GoldenEye. So, all that stuff for $100. There are still deals to be found on Craigslist. So, I keep saying so a lot. I will do a small recap, show you the games and what I sold them for. This was filmed on, I believe it is August 2nd today. So you'll probably see this much later because what I do is I wait till all these are actually sold to show you all my profits. So everything you saw for $101, here's the recap. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy doing this series. It's fun to see what you can buy and what you can sell to fund your collection. I mean, that's the main thing here. Most of us aren't rich. We can't just go buy every game that we want. But when you can buy and resell, you can put that money back to your collection and really build a nice collection. This has been Retro Rewinder. If you like the video, make sure to thumbs it up. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. I will talk to you next time.